Jordan said, we've already read this story before. I picked it on purpose. I wanted you to practice drawing the problem and the solution in a story that you already know. Sometimes when you read a story for the first time, well, lots of times when you read the story for the first time, I just want you to sit back and enjoy it. This time, while we're practicing problem and solution, you already know the story. You might already have an idea of what the problem is and the solution. And so I would like for you to start your ticket holder on the side that says, draw the problem. Nobody's drawing yet. Your markers are capped. This is how you spell problem. Draw the problem. Check your turn and talk partner and make sure they've got theirs on the problem side. So
Never ready.
thumbs up if you've got your ticket holder on the problem side. Okay, so Joel, we're not writing anything yet, honey. Okay, so I'm going to read the story. I want you to be thinking and listening. When you have your problem, when you've got the problem in your mind, you may draw or write the problem. You don't have to draw if you don't want to.
Or write.
And then I'm going to pause about midway through, and we're going to share our problems. Okay? Drawing or words to share the problem of Miss Nelson is missing. Austin, nice and tall.
Missing.
Miss Nelson is missing. I hope this never happens to the class.
I know.
The kids in room 207 were misbehaving again. Spitballs stuck to the ceiling. Paper planes whizzed through the air. They were the worst behaved class in the whole school. Now settle down, said Miss Nelson in a sweet voice. But the class would not settle down. They whispered and giggled. They squirmed and made faces. They were even rude during story hour. And they always refused to do their lessons. Something will have to be done, said Miss Nelson. The next morning, Miss Nelson did not come to school. Wow, yelled the kids. Now we can really act up. They began to make more spitballs and paper airplanes. Today, let's be just terrible, they said. Not so fast, hissed an unpleasant voice.
Uh-oh.
If you know your problem, you can start drawing while I keep. A woman in an ugly black dress stood before them. I am your new teacher, Miss Viola Swamp. And she rapped the desk with the ruler. Where's Miss Nelson? Asked the kids. Never mind that, snapped Miss Swamp. Open those arithmetic books. Miss Nelson's kids did as they were told. I'm going to stop for a minute. I want you to do a quick sketch or a sentence about the problem in Miss Nelson is missing. When you've got your problem drawn or written, hold your ticket holder right by your chest. Quick sketch just to let me know what the problem is. I don't need lots of detail in your picture. Yes, very good.
Look at this mouse.
All right, hold them up on the count of 3, please. 1, 2, and 3. I see the class is bad. I see sad faces, very sad, and maybe angry faces.
I made the teacher's face.
I see some mean teachers here. Very good.
I said their teacher.
The teacher. Oh, and the teacher is missing. Austin said the teacher is missing. So.
Children.
All right, we've got the problem. The class is really bad. Miss Nelson goes missing, and now we've got Miss Viola Swamp. Really mean teacher.
I bet she's the meanest creature in the world.
Flip it over to draw the solution. Cap your markers for a little bit. They could see. Ready? Niall, sit up top, please. They could see that Miss Swamp was a real witch. She meant business. Right away, she put them to work, and she loaded them down with homework. We'll have no story hour today, said Miss Swamp. Keep your mouths shut, said Miss Swamp. Sit perfectly still, said Miss Swamp. And if you misbehave, you'll be sorry, said Miss Swamp. Days went by, and there was no sign of Miss Nelson. Whoop, I missed a sentence. The kids in room 207 had never worked so hard. Days went by, and there was no sign of Miss Nelson. The kids missed Miss Nelson. Maybe we should try to find her, they said. Some of them went to the police. Detective McSmall was assigned to the case. He listened to their story. He scratched his chin. He said. I think Miss Nelson is missing. Detective McSmog would not be much help. The kids already knew that, didn't they? Other kids went to Miss Nelson's house. The shades were tightly drawn and no one answered the door. In fact, the only person they did see was the wicked Miss Viola Swamp coming up the street. If she sees us, she'll give us more homework. They got away just in time.
I love her because I love writing, and that's why I would want to do that.
You love Miss Viola Swamp for that reason?
Yes. That's the
Maybe
only
something
reason.
terrible happened to Miss Nelson. Maybe she was gobbled up by a shark, said one of the kids. But that didn't seem likely. The sign says, sharks, very unpleasant.
Very unpleasant to me.
Maybe Miss Nelson went to Mars, said another kid. But that didn't seem likely either. I know, exclaimed one know-it-all. Maybe Miss Nelson's car was carried off by a swarm of angry butterflies. But that was the least likely of all.
Yeah, it was. Butterflies aren't that strong.
The kids in room 207 became very discouraged. It seemed that Miss Nelson was never coming back. What's discouraged mean?
Disappointed.
Layla, what do you think?
It means like they're wondering.
Yeah, they're wondering, they feel like, Lily, maybe disappointed. Maybe they feel like, man, it's never going to happen. We kind of give up. She's not coming back. It seemed that Miss Nelson was never coming back, and they would be stuck with Miss Viola Swamp forever. They heard footsteps in the hall. Here comes the witch, they whispered. Hello, children, someone said in a sweet voice. It was Miss Nelson. Did you miss me? She asked. We certainly did, cried all the kids. Where were you? That's my little secret, said Miss Nelson. How about a story hour? Oh, yes, cried the kids. Miss Nelson noticed that during story hour, no one was rude or silly. What brought about this lovely change? She asked. That's our little secret, said the kids.
Yeah,
Back home, Miss Nelson took off her coat and hung it in the closet right next to an ugly black dress. When it was time for bed, she sang a little song. I'll never tell, she said to herself with a smile. Detective McSmog is working on a new case. He is now looking for Miss Viola Swamp.
Well, now we'll never find her.
Draw the solution. How was the problem solved? Do a quick sketch. Good for you, Brandon. Do a quick sketch. Draw the solution. When you've got it, hold it up by your chest for me to see. Oh yeah. How was the problem solved? If you drew or wrote that the class was really bad, you need to tell now, how was the problem solved? How did the class get better?
It didn't. I think she. What does it say? Miss Nelson was bad.
Okay, I see happy faces on the kids. I see happy teacher, Miss Nelson. I read Miss Nelson was found. The witch left.
She was not
The solution is the class loves Miss Nelson. They appreciate her now. They appreciate how kind she is. Oh, Lily shows the ugly black dress in the closet. That kind of gives it away, doesn't it, Lily? Who was Miss Viola Swamp? Miss Nelson dressed up.
And they would never find
Nice.
Mrs.
Very good.
Mrs. Viola Swamp. She never finds
And Alexis.
On her legs, going all the way around.
I'm noticing the details. Alexa wrote, Mrs. Viola Swamp was Miss Nelson. That's how she solved the problem. What'd you write, Austin? Excellent. Great job. Problem and solution. I'd like you to erase both sides and cap your marker. Round 2, you're going to read your books and you're going to find the problem and the solution in your book. And if you would like to take this ticket holder with you during your round and practice drawing the problem and solution on your ticket holder, you are more than welcome to. Let's not put them away, boys, until I dismiss you by round, please. By choice.
gonna do my round first.
All right, round 2, listen to readers. Go ahead, get your headphones.
Work on reading.